Two behavioral scientists, Darley and Daniel Batson, conducted an experiment where they tasked a group of individuals with delivering a public speech on an important topic. It was a topic the entire group was very familiar with, so it was a fairly straightforward request and only mildly stressful. The researchers segmented the individuals into 3 groups and informed each that the speech was to be delivered across town at another building. The first group was told that their speech would happen later that day, so they had plenty of time to get there. The second group was told they would have to leave immediately if they wanted to make it on time. And the third group was told they were already late for the speech and would need to hurry on over to the other building. While the individuals were on their way to deliver the speech, the researchers staged a scenario where an actor laid on the ground pretending to be injured. The actor was strategically placed to block a narrow alleyway on the group's route. The narrow alleyway was only 4 feet across, so the students could not miss seeing the person in need. Of the group who had plenty of time, 63% stopped to help the stranger. Of the group who were on time, 45% stopped to help the stranger. And of the group who were late, only 10% stopped to help the stranger. Astonishingly, 90% of people in a hurry stepped over the person in need. Time constraints can severely limit our willingness to engage with others. The study participants were so preoccupied with being on time to deliver their speech, they neglected the needs of someone that was right in front of them. Situational factors determine our levels of engagement with others. Today's never-ending flow of information has transformed our situational factors in ways that can cause us to blindly step over people right in front of us. These new facets of subtly pulling us apart, leaving us more disconnected, isolated, and alone. We have to be more vigilant about guarding against these new situations in life and at work that steal our attention from those that need it most. One of the biggest contributors to our loneliness is busyness. Our preoccupiedness has skyrocketed in recent years. We are all distracted. We are distracted by work, house chores, progress, social media, the activities of the day, commitments of tomorrow, and then relieving the stress of it all. Our distractions are eating up most of our cognitive resources, leaving little to nothing for focusing on others. We'd all like to think we would never step over a person in need, yet that is what we do every day when we choose an in-person email over empathy, or a text over touch, or Facebook over face-to-face. I fall victim to neglecting the needs of those around me every time I'm rushing in an airport to catch a connecting flight. It wasn't until recently that I had enough margin in between flights that I was able to spring into action when a woman unknowingly dropped her scarf on the ground. I was able to traverse across the terminal to retrieve her scarf and catch up with her before boarding her flight. If I had been rushing to catch my flight that day, I would have stepped over her scarf, missing the opportunity to experience how relieved and grateful she was. Are we able to stop for everyone every time? No. Sometimes we need to catch that flight, but at times we need to build in more margin so that we can show up for those around us. More margin means more opportunities for meaningful connections. Is it busyness that causes loneliness, or are we busy to distract from the pain of our loneliness? Either way, busyness is leaving us with less time to connect and making us feel more lonely. Here's one tip to combat busyness in order to lessen loneliness in yourself and others. Be interruptible. Welcome one interruption today. When someone interrupts you during a task, embrace it and turn your complete attention to them. Stop, don't step over. Don't let tasks and deadlines override your relationships. Create the necessary margin and self-permission to say no to the urgent and lean in to the important. Besides, never drifting off task is for robots. Be wonderfully human.